Welcome back, guys. Today we have a BMW M340i. This car has a B58 motor and an 8-speed ZF trans in it. Already this car has a Reflex on it, has an upgraded low pressure fuel pump, port injection rail, DAW, big turbo on it. Already has some nice full bolt on stuff on it. That's good. This car makes good power already. Now we're going to big power gains. He's already sent off the transmission to be built by Pure, so it's got a Pure drivetrain solutions, built trans in it, good for a whole lot of horsepower. And today we're going to be working on his new stuff. Our big thing here, brand new VRSF intercooler intake manifold. Billet aluminum, absolutely gorgeous. This is going to help with intake temps, with high boost. We're not going to blow it up. Hopefully not going to blow it up. So that's our big piece of equipment. It's going to look real pretty. We have a spacer for that intake manifold. You have to space these out. Brand new 950cc injectors from Precision Raceworks. Then we have a Centility Motorsports Reflex harness. Car already has a Reflex, but since we're going to big single turbo, which we have a filter here, and we have the blanket for the turbo here already, but it's on its way. So this car will be full big single turbo, built trans, all the fueling you could ever need on Reflex. I mean, full build other than the motor, which I'm thinking will be next in line, will be the motor. This car is going to be a killer, an M3 killer. So we'll get started. I'm going to start tearing apart everything up top. Air-to-water intercooler has to come off, turbo has to come off. Basically, the whole top side of the motor has to come off in order for everything to go back on. So we have a few things to do underneath the manifold. We have to wire in the Reflex, the new Reflex harness, and we have to put some new fittings on the fuel lines because the old rail, the fitting is different, so we gotta get a new fitting. They'll be here tomorrow. Turbo kit will be here tomorrow, so everything will be here tomorrow. So right now, in the meantime, we're working on tearing down the old turbo, so the intake's off. So now, pretty much, we're gonna start tearing the turbo out. Some oil lines, coolant lines, and pull it out, and hopefully we'll have this thing completely stripped down, ready for everything to go back on. You have to put it together out of the box. It's not put together. So all these little plugs and stuff have to go together. So, oh, don't forget your spacer. Yeah, there's a little blue spacer they give you. That little thing right there. Yeah, put silicone on the back of that, so don't forget that either. So now we're gonna try to stab this in there. I just like cool things, so I know it's supposed to help, but it looks cool.
Oh, package.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Okay, so this is supposed to be a turbo kit, but it could be a pet unicorn. It's one of the two. I ordered both. So, so the 340i we've been working on, the turbo kit is finally here. Let's do the unboxing, see what we got. This is from Spool Performance out of Colorado. They finally got it to us. They really quick turnaround actually, and the turbo got here a couple days ago. Now turbo kit's here. Now for the install after I open it. Moving a little bit.
Wow.
Air fresheners. I've never seen that before. Banner. Heck yeah.
And a shirt.
We got all kinds of crap. Guy from Spool, you're getting some cool stuff. Nice tank, not too bad.
Somewhere in here.
Somewhere in here.
There's a manifold.
Something. Or the unicorn, one or the other. Pipe. Another pipe. Ugh. Manifold. Trapped up, can't see it, but it's manifold. That's nice. Really nice. Looks like we got all of it. Key review so far is like top notch.
Dang. All right, time to put it on.
Yep. Okay guys, we got the turbo kit unboxed, and right now we have the manifold already put on, and now we're gonna mock up the turbo. So here's the turbo with the housing off, and so
big guy.
let's see how she fits.
Ooh, it's gonna look so good.
Yep, she's gonna sit about right there. Now we'll make sure everything lines up, our oil drain line, our feed line, and then make sure we can get the nuts on the housing of the turbo, the back housing. exhaust side, and as long as everything bolts down, we'll start putting the rest of the turbo together.
Yep. Not really. Gage and I are gonna try not to kill ourselves while I compress this firing to get that clamp on from underneath the car. Oh.
No, it's like you put it up to your ear, like a shell. Mm-hmm. You hear a V10, all right?
Oh.
No. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Squeeze this to you.
Could have got an electric ratchet gauge.
Could've.
This man always does this to me.
Wastegate's on?
Yep. And I put the
kind of
on there. Now I try to clock it for the dump tube.
Swoosh. Boom.
So since we're not using a cooled turbo, they sent a line just to go from the auxiliary pump back into the block, just to keep the coolant circulating correctly. Genuinely? Cheating? So the turbo kit is more or less officially on the car. Right now I'm working on routing the max solenoid from right here to in here to the box where we have the Reflex. The max solenoid controls, like if you have a, let's say a 14-pound spring, you can do roughly about double the amount of boost. The max solenoid fluctuates super fast, and so we route it from the turbo to the max solenoid, and then it tees off and goes to both sides of the wastegate. So on top and bottom, oil lines on, both oil lines are on, coolant lines on. We're finishing up doing max solenoid stuff, and then after that we're going to slap the rest of the turbo kit on from housing to piping, and that should be it.
Ready for the best part? Wow. Big old turbo.
Big chiller anyways.
It's fitting. Super wild. So now what? We started up.
Sure. Well, we're officially putting fluids in the car.
Big step.
Yep, and the owner is in the car currently. He is flashing the car, putting the new tune file and stuff on the car, and hopefully any minute now we'll be starting this thing up. Just like that, we're done. Well, we have to put oil on it, then we're done. The car is officially completely back together. The tune's on the car, the turbo kit's on the car, intercooler's on the car, Reflex harnesses on the car. Everything is on this car, and we're about to start it. Here we go.
You're good. Fired up.
So far, so good. So far. A couple little fuel leaks. Sometimes those AN lines would be really tight. We tightened them. I've tightened them twice now, but she needed some good snugging. And right now we don't have any leaks. That was our only real concern, was the fuel lines and the coolant lines. Coolant lines held vacuum perfectly, and now we got the fuel lines dialed in. So looking good currently. I like how the tip of it chrome though.
Oh, yeah.
It looks good.
Spicy. I hope the camera picks that up.
I would say our customer's happy. He's
Yeah.
playing with it.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said, I hope he's watching trims.
Oh. Right? Just full sends it.